Yeah, no, that's good. And I think, we've seen directly people's expectations change really over software. And I don't know if maybe it has to do with the fact that it's cloud, right? Online software. But it seems like, 10 years ago we would go in, we'd talk to a company, um, and they would expect that the software is going to do everything for them. And now it's like they've lowered those expectations a little bit. Like yeah, they don't expect every little bell and whistle right out of the box. So I love that, and I think it's working, and people seem to be adapting really well to that simplification. Um, but in terms of kind of bigger features, you know, I was curious what kind of thought process goes into deciding kind of what major features should or should not be included in Business Central. So, as an example, right, manufacturing is a module that's included in Business Central, or warehouse management is included. But certain other things, like maybe handheld devices for barcoding in the warehouse, or a business-to-business customer portal, right, or credit card integration or something, like a lot of those are handled by apps, and there are multiple apps out there that do these things, but and some very effectively. But what kind of goes into that thought process of
Yeah, that's it's and these are often, as you can imagine, great conversations that we have internally at Microsoft. There are a couple things. One is, we look at the area and think, is this better served out of the box or better served via the ecosystem? And often that factor kind of comes down to a couple things. Is it, if it's very, very different across geographies and localizations, that's sometimes where it comes better from, sort of across the ecosystem, where it's hard for us to build something that's going to make sense sort of worldwide. While we have partners around the world that can really do that sort of local and specialized. And then ultimately, for the end customer, it's more out of the box because they get, the sort of end-to-end solution for their geography or their region. It might also just be on how specialized it is to a particular vertical, or how sort of common the feature is. I'll also plug our ideas site, ak.ms/ideas. We really do look at that daily. We look at what people vote on, what people sort of suggest. And so we look at the community and try to prioritize. I have a healthy team of engineers, but no matter how many engineers I have, there's never enough to do everything you want. And so we do just classic prioritization like everybody else. And so I think, we certainly kind of listen to the customers and sort of the feedback there. And then, the last thing is, I'll say we do want to really make sure that we're focused on our target market, which is, pretty big. We go up to sort of, we have fairly large mid-market customers using Business Central. Obviously, a lot of people in the SMB space, but there are some super advanced things that will say, hey, if you're going that direction, our D365 finance or supply chain might be the right choice to go there. But frankly, that's rare. I mean, the majority of the time, our decision making is based on the ecosystem and whether or not how we just prioritize our resources.